It's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. Happy Monday morning to you. It's raining here in the Midwest, as it has been for a few days. But I like it. I like it when it's raining and I'm inside. That's the best kind of day to me. I wanted to show you this book I made. I will zoom in here with the hopes that you can get a detailed look at the cover. You can see the doily there, some scraps, part of a set, and a little glued on button. Or it's like a flat backed thing. I don't know what you call that when there's not a hole to sew through. But anyway, I made this for a friend of mine that I met on Instagram. We are both in the Bible art journaling community, and I won't mention her name because I don't know if she would want me to do that, but this is for her, and it's going to Sweden, and I hope to mail it within the next few days. But this friend, I've enjoyed getting to know her and hearing a little bit about her life and seeing her beautiful artwork, and I wanted to just surprise her with this little book. This is themed in, well, it's themed with the colors of these teacups that I found on a online printable thing for just a few dollars. I think I found it through Etsy, but I'm sorry, I don't remember the shop. But you can just look through printable teacups, and you should get a digital download for that. I used papers that were coordinating from a set, and I added some bright greens in. And what I was trying to do is focus on a tea theme, but I have flower accents throughout. And the reason I picked kind of a tea or a teacup theme is that this friend and I, this acquaintance, we will say, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have a cup of tea together today? So that will probably never happen because she's on the other side of the ocean, and I'm not a millionaire, so I can't fly there to see her. But I wanted to give her this gift in honor of that fun sentiment that we talk about. So I will keep this as brief as possible. As I often say, my phone, for whatever reason, gives me about 15 minutes, or not my phone, but when I upload to YouTube, I have a limited amount of time. I'm not sure why, but let's get started. So here's a tuck spot. I've added stickers from a coffee washi tape that I have. I will show that to you here. I got this at Michael's several months ago. These are just some of them, but there's all kinds of coffee themed or coffee cup themed washi tapes. So I cut out these prints. I used tea dyed paper because she prefers tea over coffee, and I cut out pictures from magazines and added washi throughout. I used this music sheet because I liked this song, We Gather Together. So in spirit, I am gathering with this friend. Here's a tuck spot, and here again is teacup or tea themed note paper. And this music is from when my kids played piano, or my older kids when they were first playing piano. So they're done with this book, so I'm using it for accent pages. You can see the flower washi here. I did some ink oxide, Distress Oxide up here by Tim Holtz. This is an amber color, which dries kind of tan-ish. And this is a piece from a poetry book. More washi. I tried to keep the colors all kind of in the same grouping based on what this paper set featured. And then I put in a sheet from a flower book just to add the color and this springy, summery, floral theme. And a lot of the teacups in this contain florals, so I wanted to add that element. Throughout, I put Tim Holtz word stickers, things that I thought contained the sentiment of what you might do when you're in a book like this. You might be journaling, or you might be reflecting on family or friendship or what God's teaching you. So there's elements of that throughout. I'm thinking I need to add a little something here, but basically I'm happy with the album. And then this is just a clipped on folded card. Lots of space to write special verses, to write anything you're learning, to journal thoughts, to memory keep, to attach maybe a ticket stub or a little napkin or something from a restaurant. I just put a washi flower there. Here's a corner tuck. Loved these butterflies. I've gotten into butterflies a lot more this season. In the past, they haven't been that big of a deal to me, but I'm really enjoying the butterfly accent in the journals. Then on these lighter word stickers, I've taken a Sharpie or just some kind of fine tip black pen and sort of outlined those in a, I want to say sloppy, but like a sketchy manner, so they'll pop a little bit more off the page. In my Happy Mail from Diane Shaw at Shawcraft One, so I thought that was kind of cute. It made me think of a tea bag, so I put that there. This is flips out. It's a pocket I bought at a bookstore, Teacher's Supply, and then I had laminated this coffee cup and thought that might be a fun bookmark for my friend, and I attached it with this heart clip. I love these paper clips that are themed, and I think I'll get more of those. Here's some really cute washi down there. Can you see the little golden teacups? I really like that effect of the kind of rustic looking gold on the floral print. Up here and glued it on, added another word sticker, and this hole was kind of funny. That's where the hole is naturally in the paper pad, and I forgot to cut that off. So I just added these hole protectors and made it kind of a feature of the album, and I think that's kind of fun. You could take that off and put a pin in there or a little bead tassel. This is one of my favorites. Egg that folds out. I put in a little note. It's just like folded paper. Made it like a little note card and added washi tape to that. I also got this in my Happy Mail. It's a little mini paper clip, clothespin. So I thought that was cute. And then this is from a coloring book that was tea themed. So one of the pages I cut out, excuse me, and glued on at an angle there to give it a little random effect and to add a personal touch. And this is glued together for a center pocket. Came loose, drat. I'm going to have to fix that. I don't know what happened there. Washi tape, flower. This is from a kitchen garden book, so I just tore out this little page that I happened to come across that had a teapot and teacup and little bits of herbs or something there. So I inked it up, kind of had torn it randomly and glued it in. So it just makes a nice, inexpensive accent. This came with the paper pack. And these plain sheets are good for just attaching a photo or any piece of memorabilia. You could journal down here. Maybe it'd be harder there, but this is a good place for attaching anything you want. Corner tuck. This is from a nature pamphlet. And then this folds out. And I'm going to take these out now. I was gluing something earlier. I'm done with that. I put a tea packet in there for her. I think she prefers Earl Grey. I don't have that, so I picked out one of my other favorites. And then there, just scraps, washi scraps. Highlighted it with the black ink. There again, highlights. It kind of flips out so you could journal and then hide it. It just is kind of fun. You could also put photos there, or again, any kind of paper memorabilia. And this is again from a flower book. I added a little accent there and then made a tuck spot here. So if you're wondering, what do you do with pages like this? They add character to the book. There's not necessarily a use for journaling, but you can attach any kind of memory item there. Anything from a trip or something you pick on, or maybe gluing on a dried flower, whatever you want. Shine Bright, more washi. I love this washi. I like the kind of little prints a lot of times, I've noticed. Here's a bolder washi, but I like the crosshatch effect. And I took a scrap here, added a word sticker, inked it up, and just made it for a bookmark or another spot for her to record memories. And I paper clipped that together so that this flap will stay shut and hold the card in. And I chose a yellow to fit in with the yellow that's throughout the book. Put a little bird washi there. Envelope. So again, recording on paper something and then inserting it there, or putting whatever thing you find that you want. And when you start looking for stuff for junk journals, you'll find it. I mean, it's everywhere. You could even put a cute wrapper in there from a special candy bar you had, or a label from some fruit that was really good, or that came off of a package from a gift or part of a souvenir bag. The sky's the limit. So just look for things that catch the essence of the activities you've done. And sometimes those little minute details really will stir up memories and remind you of a good time or happy event you attended. Here again, this is just an inexpensive notepad, but I tea-dyed these to go with the tea theme. And I added a sticker that says "It's a Wonderful World Out There." And I folded over this music sheet. So I didn't cut it off, I just folded it to make a tuck spot, and added just a pretty bright colored gold paper clip. And again, magazine clippings. This says Grace Notes, which I thought was appropriate by the notes of music. I glued some elastic on there, inked up some of these tea-dyed pages. And then here I put some pictures of a picture of teacups from that same coloring book, but I left it uncolored so that my friend can color that in herself. So I colored one, and then she can do one. This is a tuck spot. I think they're called belly bands. A lot of times they go across, maybe like a belly. I like these vertical ones that are thicker. I think they tend to hold better. I've done a lot of narrow ones, and I'm finding those don't hold your memorabilia or notes as well. So I'm trying to make them wider. They both work, but I like the thicker better. And then here's just a receipt thing that's been, I think that one was dyed as well, or it might just be a little crinkly. And here's a little doodad, so that comes up. It's glued on, but that could also be a tuck spot right under there. And it just adds a little extra flair. When you're doing your junk journals, just think nooks and crannies and a treasure hunt for the eyes. That's one of my favorite expressions. It's just like everywhere you go, it's a feast for the eyes. There's details, there's all kinds of things to find. This is a cute little bird pattern that came with this paper set. And that is it. That's the Traveler's Notebook for my friend overseas. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. I hope that you're getting a good view based on my lighting and camera abilities. And I have just liked making these smaller size junk journals. I've done several. I've made 3 so far this spring, and it's a fun way to do junk journals, but it gets it done more quickly. It's a more manageable amount. The nice smaller size is easy to tuck in a tote bag or purse or carry with you, more than like the full-size junk journals. This is the one I had just made, and I loved doing it. That's more of a keepsake. You probably wouldn't drag that around with you in your car unless you're going on vacation, want a memory keep there. But this is just a really good to-go size, and it would fit in with a Bible bag or whatever. So this is for my friend. I think she'll know who she is when she sees this. She lives in Sweden. And thank you all for watching. Have a great Monday. We will see you next time. Bye.